One of the best places to start learning Linux is by learning the shell. Learning the shell in detail will help you become a more efficient and effective system administrator, so it's important to spend a lot of time on this concept. So what is the shell? The shell is an interpreter. It takes commands from the user and executes them on the system on the user's behalf. Importantly, the terminal is not the same as the shell. Your terminal, like we talked about before, being perhaps iterm or secure CRT or PuTTY, depending on which system you use, is just a window to the shell system. The shell is an executable that interfaces directly with Linux. It is a command line interface, unlike a graphical interface or a graphical user interface, a GUI that you might be familiar with on Windows or Mac. It has a long and sordid history with various shells being claimed as the best shell or the worst shell, depending on who you ask. The SH, or the Bourne shell, is a very common and basic shell written at AT&T, and then there's a competing shell known as CSH, written at UC Berkeley, originally for Unix. Today, the usual default on a Linux system is Bash. Bash is highly powerful and is shipped as the default on nearly every Linux distribution. In addition to Bash, there's a very committed fan base among power users for the shell ZSH. It's backward compatible with Bash, but it extends it and adds additional features. Some eccentric types of sysadministrators might use TCSH, or some administrators with an IBM AIX Unix background might be used to the Korn shell KSH. Any of these shells will help you accomplish your system administration duties, but for convenience, I recommend sticking with Bash, the Born Again shell. That's what we'll spend all of our time in this lesson covering. It's super important to understand the shell. The shell is your window to the system. Most of your administrative time on a Linux system is spent on the terminal typing shell commands. It's also useful in the form of automation through scripts. The shell can be used as a programming language to automate system administration tasks. In fact, it is commonly used to do just that. So, with that said, let's get started using the shell.